Jesus was a gangster. Then Pilate said to the chief priests and the crowds, I find no guilt in this man. But they were urgent, saying, he stirs up the people, teaching throughout all Judea from Galilee, even to this place. When Pilate heard this, he asked whether the man was a Galilean. And when he learned that he belonged to Herod's jurisdiction, he sent him over to Herod, who was himself in Jerusalem at the time. When Herod saw Jesus, he was very glad, for he had long desired to see him, because he had heard about him, and he was hoping to see some sign done by him. So he questioned him at some length, but he made no answer. Jesus stayed silent. The chief priests and the scribes stood by, vehemently accusing him, and Herod with his soldiers treated him with contempt and mocked him. Think about this. Herod heard all of these things, and Jesus stayed silent, for he knew the mission was greater than miracles. Then arraying him in splendid clothing, he sent him back to Pilate. And Herod and Pilate became friends with each other that very day, for before this they had been at enmity with each other. Pilate then called together the chief priests and the rulers and the people and said to them, you brought me this man as one who is misleading people, and after examining him before you, behold, I did not find this man guilty of any of your charges. Neither did Herod, for he sent him back to us. Look, nothing deserving death has been done by him. I will therefore punish and release him. But they all cried out, away with this man and release to us Barabbas. See, every year, the Jews had a tradition that on Passover, they would release one prisoner from Rome. And so on the stage, you got two dudes. You got Barabbas, who was literally the leader of a rebellion and insurrection against the government of Rome. Rome hated this guy. He was a murderer and a thief, and Rome hated him. He's trying to overthrow Rome. And then you have Jesus, who was king of the Jews that Pilate and Herod didn't find any fault or reason to kill him in. Verse 20, Pilate addressed them once more, desiring to release Jesus, but they kept shouting, crucify him, crucify him.